Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to your YouTube channel, Searching Out the Matter. And today, we're going to search out the matter of the journey of student athletes leaving from Jamaica to the US. Today, we have with us Taj-Leon Wisdom. Hardworking, talented, and he know what he wants in life. So, without further ado, let's bring on the man himself, Mr. Taj. Hey, bro, how you
Wagwan,
doing?
wagwan.
There, man. Thing all right?
Yeah, man, everything good, man.
Blessing, 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 blessing. Hey man, the floor is yours, because we want to know your journey, want to know your story, because we know that a lot of athletes, student athletes, get scholarship to go abroad. But myself, I know a few who went abroad, but actually did not. Let's use the word make it,
Yeah.
right? Because they did not know how to adjust. Some say it was hard, some say it was difficult. While I know of others, like yourself, who have made the transition and have settled in well. So we want to know your journey. So we're not just going to start from the fact that you're in college now. We're not going to start from that. We want to know who is Taj-Leon Wisdom. We want to know your story. All right? So my first question to you is, Taj. Matter of fact, not a question. How do you describe yourself, firstly?
Like, honestly, I think like that I had this question I worth to answer. Like, you go for a job interview, describe yourself. Like, what am I supposed to say? I can only like give you like my background and personal experiences. Like, I mean, I think I can define myself a certain way. I feel
All right.
like
As a humble
as
as
a
a, as
person,
humbly as you
yeah,
are. Yeah, 'cause I know you're being very humble at this time, I know you. You're being very humble at this time. But all right, fair enough. Tell us about tell us about where you were born firstly. Where you born? Where you from? Where
Spanish
is
Town, you
Taj-Leon
know,
from?
Spanish Town Hospital, grew up, Shelter Rock. Everybody know Shelter Rock.
Yeah,
And a Greendale a Shelter Rock.
yeah. So
Understand?
um how many siblings do you have living in Spanish Town, Shelter Rock?
I have two siblings, but I only live with one. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
older
okay.
brother.
Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. So how was it financially growing up in Spanish Town, firstly? In Shelter
Like
Rock?
like I can't say we're the richest family, but I don't know. Like we always make a way. I don't know if I God, but I can never say there was something me need when me never have.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Once once as things were different, you don't really need things like that. But I can't honestly say there was something I need but I never yet get. Whether pertaining to school or anything any other endeavor, like if me need it, like them would always make a way. I don't know how, but as the type of family that I have.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Cool, 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 cool. I understand it. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So if you live in all right, so how was it growing up in Spanish Town, Shelter Rock? And for those who don't know, Spanish Town, Shelter Rock is what we call a ghetto. So we're not going to use the word inner city. It is a ghetto. You get me?
Yeah,
Some person like one of those some of those high society people, they like to tell us that ghetto is a state of mind. But I know that you didn't grow up in a state of mind. Or was it growing up in that ghetto, firstly?
yeah, definitely not a state of mind. Like as real as it get. Like you see things where men I think like a normal um child would have grew up and see, you know? Like I think like other children, like when you go to school you talk to people like them a lot more protected when I feel like them exposed to certain things. So for me it's like you develop this thing in your brain like you understand certain situation a lot earlier than other people. Like as people that say street smart, right? Like like when me come from you're street smart from your like four. What is it that you don't see? You understand? And and when you listen to other people talk, how them grew up. And I say, yeah. Not even like say yo, um, them rich or whatever, but the environment, so like it totally different from yours.
Yeah, so that's the thing that they're seeing around them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
totally
Even as a
different.
yeah, even as a child, seeing these things around you,
Yeah,
losing friends and all of that. So I do understand what you're saying, Taj. All right, so let's advance. So yeah, start about your schooling now. Which basic school do you attend firstly?
basic school that would be Spanish Town, base infant. Yeah,
Mm, okay,
and
okay.
then Spanish Town
Did
primary.
you find did you know when we although when we go basic school, we like to run a sports day. So first, I'm gonna ask: Could you run? Could you run a sports day? Could you be honest?
Honestly, when I remember anything like that, like Spanish Town infant, like when I remember anything about running, can remember going to school, but in terms of running,
No,
no,
no, no,
never
no.
that.
All right, and you
Be more
transition to it.
concerned about lunch and them thing there, them time there.
They wait. I totally get you. I totally get you. All right. Yeah. So you transition to which primary school?
Spanish Town primary.
Yes. So was it in Spanish Town Primary where you start develop this love for running?
Like I think like Spanish Town primary, like I think like during my years there, like I think Usain Bolt came on the scene. Like you see people doing great things like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Automatically as a young youth in your mind, like, yo, why me can't do that?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Bear in
And
mind, no talent whatsoever. Not
okay,
just
okay.
seeing it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like see how everybody embrace that sort of thing there. Like a
Yeah, yeah,
whole
yeah,
stadium, like and I said, whoa,
yeah.
still no talent.
Yeah, definitely none.
None. It's
So
just a mindset.
how did you know that you didn't have any talent? Were you running against your age group and coming last and everything there?
Like remember this one time in a primary school, like sports day I come on, we have a runoff. I say, all right, must make it this time. Must run a sports day. They know me a who. A big athlete and a boat I general and I'm next. I'm here to take over. Bear in mind, I'm even reach sports day, man. I run off my day, man. And then slap me up. I said, John, no. What go on? It look like this thing are working. It look like it a work, but you know, as a child, you're kind of deluded to a sense. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah.
always think, yo, there's a chance. There's always a chance
There's always a
when you're
chance,
young.
you know. I mean, this is your story, but Taj, to be honest, when I used to go primary school, like, I used to run the my lane, you get me? I used to run the lane, you get me? I made the
Yeah,
fastest thing. So, I decided it's all right when sports, make a run at sports day. I just said the run off when you reach sports day, it either. You get me?
yeah,
So, me not grade 5 then time, we are run against, in my lane, me I run against my age group. But we go
yeah.
sports day, but run off, me I run with my age group, grade 5. Brother, when the
Yeah.
man took off, brother, me not see them back, so I just give up running from that day. You get me? Wasn't my thing. All right, so this is about you and not about me. So, yeah. So primary school. Did you do any form of, I don't want to call it professional, but semi, they go to um junior champs or primary school champs. I don't know if they call it champs or whatever they call it. Could you
Yeah.
explain it? Did you go anything when you find your,
Like
your foot
primary
in
school
running?
champs,
Mm-hmm.
not one.
Not one.
First of all, a one time I ever get for run a sports day. One. What?
Okay.
May I
So
show
you
you
couldn't run
no
a sports
talent
day.
whatsoever.
All right,
This
all right.
not
So
workout. This is not the sports.
all right, all right, all right. So all right. So let us move. Let us move. Let us move. All right. You transition from your primary school with high school at 10,
Bridgeport High,
Bridgeport.
Portmore.
All right. All right. So in what grade did you now decided or find the talent or realize that you have the talent? Because probably you didn't have it, but you developed the talent to start do some running.
Well, seventh grade, me I train every day. Pretty much the same. Me
Mm-hmm.
actually a trainer now. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah. Yeah.
decide, yo, this must work. This have to work.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but it have to work. I
Cool, cool.
train, I train still
So
slow,
I
you
mean,
know.
sorry to stop it, but training with the track team or
Yeah,
individual training?
yeah. Track team now. Cause
Okay.
like school just open. Them don't know who fast and who not fast. Everybody get
Okay,
start training.
okay, okay, okay.
Some of they are training, you know. Me stick with it and go and do my little thing, but me not feel like actually coach them did rate me them time because
Yeah, yeah.
me not good, none at all. Me not good, none at all. 7, 8, no good, none at all. Actually, me used to give me a joke and I be laughing on me the boat. So,
Okay.
coach them rate me. Uh, Never a dull moment, you know my style already. You
Definitely.
understand? 9th grade, you get to a point, it's like a pride thing now. You get older, so you say, pride
Mm-hmm.
thing, you can't get up every day and make a lose. It's either me go win some race or, me done with this because this not work. Me can't lose a pride, a ego I take over, because, we get older.
Mm-hmm.
Ego and pride start grow even larger. So, yeah, 9th grade, can't say me see little improvement. 10th grade now, when I know how I go on, I got champs in the 9th grade, 10th grade now, I decide say, yo, me a big man. I up on the chat,
Mm-hmm.
football, I gonna watch.
Okay.
Man in cup of play up match, I gonna watch. I up on the chat. No champs could even make it. And I said, John, no, chat thing now work,
Mm-hmm.
Still now work. But I can say, yo, me have a coach where, like, all youths were not good, him just believe in our youths. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're still not good at tracks, him find a way for like teach you certain things to like transcend to a different area of life,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a coach. It's just like a friend where I look out for you. You understand? Like in all
Let
you
me just interject for a second. So while you were pursuing tracks at that time, what were you doing academically?
I can't say me I was an A+ student them time, but with my family. First of all, if things not going at school, tracks done car. First of all, you're not good. So I and if I not game,
Mm-hmm.
I want next thing. So if I not game or anything else where you do, so you gonna lose the privilege until you can,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
your
yeah.
schoolwork right. But throughout school, I never really like have a problem in terms of like learning. Even if I'm not say my best student, like my waste time just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like and 10th grade it like reach a point, Like I say, yo, this even matter, like school even matter, like
Mm-hmm.
and you know, like things like that, you kinda need like a family, like
Yeah, yeah.
keep you grounded, people will bring you back to earth, like and say me have like too much people around me. Even if the man is smartest in the world and they make sure say schoolwork look, they want to know say yo, yeah, go on with things at school.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
see?
yeah. I get
So
you. I get it.
so
So when
yeah,
which year was your first? Let me say big big champs. Which year was your first big champs? Because I know you as a as a 800 runner, a
yeah,
very good 800. I have and I think you're a captain the beachboard side as beachboard.
yeah,
You can say captain in a track and field,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like like
Okay.
after 10th grade when me I say yo,
Mm-hmm.
can't bother with school, tracks not going good, Like
Mm-hmm.
11th grade, me come back and me I say yo, come on, you time your waste. Like you don't want to go school and you now win the race. What you plan for do?
Mm-hmm.
Like you come to the realization there as a person yourself, like you start self-reflecting. I say, all right, need to start do something, And me decide to start training now, like if you actually train and easy with the talking, cause I be a joke me used to give before, you see it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
laugh
yeah.
up on them thing that I say, say a time for start training now, like I'm gonna start actually putting some work and yeah. you know, when you see like little improvement that drive you to go even further, you say, then if
Yeah,
me I
yeah,
do this, if me do this, where me can go? You
yeah.
understand? And then you start win couple races at track meeting, I say, mm-hmm. And two girl coming here years now. So I said, mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
train even harder, you know.
More motivation.
More. I said, boy. And then, but yeah, you reach your point like, no, me reach sixth farm and like last year at school, and I said, yeah, last one, best one. And
Alright, before we even touch the last one, Taj, bring us back to your the bookwork. Can I know what grade 10, grade 11 you start doing CXCs. Talk us through that. How
all
did
right,
you
so
balance? How did you balance bookwork and you training so hard to do it big at champs? Because that was your aim. That was your aim, right? To
yeah,
go big at
so like
champs. Yeah.
grade nine now, like if you perform at a certain level in a grade nine, then make you
Mm-hmm.
do some subject in a grade 10. So like that was the goal for me. Like me I say, yo, like grade nine, I want to take this school thing as serious, you know, cause I want at least do some subject. Or me can
Yeah.
say, yo, we got some already. So even if me not get all of them when the time come, I still have some, and some add up to a lot more than none. So me I
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
all right, grade nine now, me start take note away teacher say. You understand? Like I'ma start do my own little thing. Like me no wait and me wait until exam time for do majority I studying, you know. But I kind of grasp more in my class, you know. Me
Mm-hmm.
feel like a grade nine you get a lot more settled. Like seven and eighth grade you just wild, and you know grade nine you get
Sure.
a lot more settled. And you understand? Say all right, time for relax, you know. And them allow me to do two subject in a grade 10 and me get them, but still in terms of like school report and going to school, like when me pull up for do my first CXC exam in a grade 10, them I say, get it in my class? Me I say, yeah, I know. I start getting nervous, you know, man, after me done swat down the place the whole night, you know. You understand? And me I say, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And me and God, you know. And me I say, yo, can me believe say, yo, me I don't want done suit and from me read one and two things, from me read one thing and me remember one thing, me must can. Me talk a lot, come on now. Me I
Mm-hmm.
go give them a story.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All if it not go so. But yeah, and me get do POB and social study and may not get them, but then go back to school now for grade 11. They want to drop me out of class and I say, yo, mother have to come to school first day because I not go and good at school. Imagine
Mm-hmm.
me just get 2 16 in grade 10 and them a say, yo, nah go and good at school, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So grade 10 was that rough year, you know. Then coming to grade 11 now, I think me get recommended for like 8 subject. Like, I don't know how, but some
Yeah,
way
yeah.
taught me all I talk out to teacher them. Cause I remember me not going with nothing in a grade 10 and me I talk out to
Mm-hmm.
teacher them. I say, yo, let me do it thing, man. Let me do your subject, no, man. I will see what go on.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and some of them bust me and me I say, all right, that's trouble, you know. You in mind, me still not do everything what me supposed to do in terms of school, you know, but yo, better you have a chance than not. And
True, true,
you
true.
know, like grade 11, like them would have pay for your subject and things like that. I think I
Yeah.
only like two subject or one me get pay for, so you know, say really is a blind me get, cause you know, is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
blind me
yeah.
get and then let me through and you know, so parents end up pay for y'all like subject them and come CXC time now. Me did feel like say yo, me do eight, me must get at least 4 or 3. And
Yeah,
me done
that's
have,
what that's in your mind.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what's in your mind. You do
yeah,
eight,
me
you must
done
hit
get
four.
2 already. Me just need 3 more feel like a
Yeah,
Jamaica me live, me just need 3 more. Feel
for
like
average.
yeah. Say me
Mm-hmm.
have something and me can go get a work. You understand? And CXC come and realize me get like 7 out of 8. So me I say, yeah, all right, a 9 that.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
can't hold me again. Me not care about no school, you know.
Yeah,
Fully
yeah. So you
six
just a
farm.
focus on track and field.
When me go for six farm, you know, lady I said no. Him can't come him skull my class too much. 9 subject, and I think the requirement are like 5 or 4. And I said, no, him can't come. Him call my class too much. I said, John, I want next teacher the day. And she said, Miss, him call your class too. What? You mind, my parents don't know nothing what go on here.
Mm-hmm.
You see it? I mean, I said, John, and she said, give my blind, give my blind.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a done suit, cause if you have so much subject, he not done. Just give my blind. In just idle. First day I got 6 form, man. Me in my class, I talk to somebody. And she said, don't talk to him. I said, go on, don't talk to him. Me don't know when do it. In go home, go do work. In go home, go study. Don't talk to him in a class. No follow him. Me not do that. Me not know. Me not go home, go do no work. You know, me go home and be a idleness.
Yeah,
Nobody,
play
me not have a company where I take up book. Me not grow them where they run company where I go say, yo, book, book.
yeah,
Me
yeah,
don't know how
yeah.
it work out for me, but, you know?
But you had the brains though. You had the brains for the bookwork, but when it when at school you weren't like in it, like
Yeah,
you weren't.
but
Yeah.
couldn't commit to like say, yo, school,
Mm-hmm.
book, we need to do it. Like, even though I struggle with that, like, yo, committing to like school and understanding, say, yo, you need to do this, you need to do that. School come first.
Okay,
And
okay.
the
All right.
further you go up a ladder, like college, you learn, say, you
All
need
right.
to,
So we're getting into that. We're getting into that. We're getting into that. Don't rush the interview. We're getting into that. All right. So get so you have 9 subject in grade 11, right?
yeah,
All right. So you go sixth farm, still doing track and field. What we do now? Cape. You do cape, right?
yeah.
How did that go? How many capes did you get in sixth farm?
Um, 9 or 8.
9 or 8 cape.
8, I think so. 9 or 8.
Oh, so in so you leave school with how many subject?
Probably 17 or 16, somewhere in a range. I may not even remember.
So all right. So this is a youth who you didn't like. You didn't really like going to class. Is that right to say you didn't like going to class? I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
but still,
School
you still
overall.
school over. But once you receive the information, you were able to regurgitate it. Then put it back
Yeah,
on paper.
yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So talk to us about champs now. Your first champs.
First Samson I was grade what 8? Jeez.
Oh, let's not don't talk about that one. That's what I want
But
to get.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
when you get good.
grade level now, you must start
Mhm.
find myself like you start run some really, you start do good at Gibson and champs and you say, yeah, all right. Me I become the youth, Me I see me not still not talented, I just work, I
Mhm,
just work
mhm.
ethic, Still not fully committed to tracks either, because everybody know tracks are hard. Tracks are hard.
Which event you were running?
8, 8. Me still not reach 4 8 because I'm still super, super slow. But yeah, I just grit and work ethic. No, yeah, but still no full commitment because tracks hard. And you start see some result and you say, so me can put in a little bit more work. Can put in a little bit more work. And
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
reach grade level now, coach start talk to me like, yo, overseas I aim, Like, yeah, do good at school. Where you want to do yourself. Like, you understand? And you must say, yo, where you want to do with your life in terms of career. Up to the day, I still don't know if I answer the question there. Like, in terms of career. So, and you must say, yeah, overseas I am. So, here I go on.
Mhm.
At this way I work towards. You get me? And come back now, sixth farm. Me start take a tracks thing serious now. Best year. Me have a good year. And then last year now, everything I fall into place. Like, I think me lose only one race the year there.
Mhm, mhm. You
Like,
started to run some good time.
yeah, you start run some good time now and some coach a link you and I say, yeah, want you come over here, say, you know. And you say, all right. And then I start do take some SAT class and I say, all right, this
Okay,
is
so
gonna
they
be
were
best
linking
year.
from overseas. They were getting links from overseas.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And yeah, I say, all right, this is gonna be one. And unfortunately, like um I think every what would I say now? You have like central champs, corporate area champs, you know, like would that be like a town school them? And
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
you have western champs. So like central champs now, like I think we finished second. So like you advance the Grand Prix race now. Like big digital Grand Prix, like
mm-hmm.
you race the biggest race that mother say now in terms of like high school them time. Different from champs. And like qualify for that. First time ever in my life, you know.
Mm,
Come tell us I just start get good, you know, like
yeah.
real good. And me I say, all right. Them not even know what go on Saturday. And that me I tell myself, you know,
Mm,
Tuesday, you know, them not even know what go on Saturday. Me and them, best shape of my life. Me nothing like me ever reach back that in terms of shape. There, me I said best year of my life. Watch what go on Saturday, man. And like the next day, you know, like I think me did there a doctor. I do some work for like shake out certain things, so I'm ready for Saturday. And one call, everything shut down. And yeah, I said, what? Like, no SAT, no Grand Prix, no champs, and nothing. And imagine putting all of the work there. Like,
why though? What was that phone call about?
COVID, everything
Oh,
shut
okay, okay. Oh,
down.
2020 COVID came. Okay, okay.
And
So you're saying in
imagine,
2020 in the best shape of your life, ready
yeah,
to go run the race, and then COVID came.
yeah, and yeah, I say, yo, all of this and nothing. And you know, COVID, everybody, they people
Mm-hmm,
can't go
mm-hmm,
nowhere. And everybody in them brain, like, and yeah, think, yo, one next, one next. And for me not even that think one next. Like, the first 2 weeks, me have to try stay positive. Yo, some hope that man, champs are keep. Then champs are
mm-hmm,
go
mm-hmm.
keep, man. And after that, you see date pass and you say, yo, I hate that, you know. Everybody in the media know, like, I think, like, one next, one next.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
It was all a standstill in 2020, to be honest.
yeah. And your
Mm,
mind lead you places where me think you even want there. And you say, yo, all of this is nothing. All of the
yeah.
work, yeah. This no make no sense. I hate that. And then luckily, me have a coach and him say, yo, come at GC, we are go the road, yeah. And then, like, because he must say, yo, there's not only one path to a certain destination. So,
Okay.
go at GC now. And
Okay. So in that you graduated from
yeah,
Bridgeport, 2020.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
go GC now. And you start putting some different work. As first of all, me not think you're allowed for, like, if you're there a certain place where you see everybody at work, like, you don't want to be one when not work.
Yeah.
So you're going on a different environment. And like high school where say you're there around some man when are good, like you actually are training with people like we want to accomplish goals like Olympics. That are always the
Mm-hmm.
aim for. And so you have to step your game up. And you're reaching out on totally different environment, and that just make you become better.
Mm.
Still
So
no
you,
believe in high school thing at this point, college level. But you realize say yo, like, and like high school is you can go talk to a teacher and say, yo, give me a chance, man.
mm,
Like
you have to
them
put
teach
in
you
some work.
not you know like man I say
You
it
have to put in
impossible for
some.
them like talk to you and work out a thing for you. But it much harder, Like so
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
actually have to like do some work. Even when you don't feel like you want to do it. You say, yo,
Mm,
get this done in 2 o'clock a morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you
yeah.
still at the work and you say, what you know? Me have a training in like 1 hour from now. And you say, all right, I'm go get half hour. Got training, come back. class that again, I said, yeah, no, life is rough. But I say, all
So,
right.
so, so
Eventually, you get used to it.
at GT faster though, would you say, not the best shape of your life, but at GT faster, because I have a race that I'm going to show to the viewers as well. Wouldn't you say that it was it was good for you in terms of you developing as an athlete?
Definitely. Like, go to GC. Remember, like, get there around some of my best in the world. Go do what them do. Best coaches in the world. And obviously, them are going to teach you two things. Even two things. Them going to teach you a whole lot of things. And you just have to improve. What I say. You just have to improve. Because you're their own certain characters now. Like, you don't want to be man with their back.
Okay, okay. So we have a race, so we have a see if we can show it to the people then that you run. The Jackson, the right, where name? Grace Jackson meet? Where name?
Yeah. Chris Jackson.
So I say meet name?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I run that in 2020 as well.
2021 or 2020.
2021.
Yeah, I think so. Or 2022.
All right, so
2022,
all right, go on
I
talk
think.
when we try make it, we can get
But
it
yeah,
up.
2022. So yeah, they're on certain characters now. Yeah. You have to boss up. You can't be like the high school you. And as you say, you see a whole lot of people like make a transition. Not even necessarily overseas, but like in a Jamaica itself, like make a transition from high school level and try compete at a higher level and enough time it no work out. And you say, yo, you don't want to be one of them youth here, like you don't want to be one of them youth here with just a train and nothing now go on.
Okay,
Get me?
all right. So we want to show the people in the race, but for some reason, this I give me time. So all right. So when I look for the race. So here you at GC Faster. How the idea of the scholarship come up? Were you
Like
looking for a scholarship to go overseas, or it present
like
itself?
remember that was always the plan, like when we say like we can take a different path rather than just going straight
Okay.
from high school to. So that was always the plan to like make a transition like that. You get me? So when the opportunity presented itself, like understand, all right, can actually make the move now.
Okay. All right. You can see the screen.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe I'll just play the race. So we share what this I say.
2021 or 2022. 2022, see. It didn't have
All
it there
right.
this week. So yeah.
Oh yeah, 2022. Yeah. With the race, man. Yeah. So 2022, 2022, it run 48.73.
Hmm.
Eh? 48 point.
Yeah.
That's a good time, bro.
Like men of 400 man, so I mean I say, them that try to get me little speed them time there.
Okay. Okay. But that was a good time as a first year. It's a first year, second year college.
Yeah, second or first year.
Okay. I think that's second. But anyhow,
But yeah.
all right. So talk to me when the opportunity present itself for you to travel overseas, because this is the real purpose of this interview. Wanted to know a bit more about Taj Wisdom, or Taj-Leon Wisdom. Want to know a bit more about you. But this is where we get into the meat of the matter, because a lot of persons transition from Jamaica to the US via scholarship into colleges. A
Hmm.
lot of them slip through the cracks. One, they come back to Jamaica because they can't bother with it, or what they intend to do, like athletics, they don't bother with. They don't bother with it. So we want to know the transition. First, we want to know how the opportunity presents itself, and then we want to know what the transition is like. But talk to us about how the opportunity presents itself first. Go ahead.
So based on we made that running like 800 meters, like we'd have opportunities. Coach I say like, come on, like like feel like there's a real opportunity like for growth and you getting much better as well as educational opportunities. And as me say, like that was always a plan. And
Mm-hmm.
as soon as that opportunity like presented itself, like I was like, all right, like the time is now. And you know and as soon as we make the move, then I'll like me have relatives overseas, but like my closest relatives are like a 6 hour flight away, so like nowhere close, right? And you realize that like when you come into a system like this, like there's a high requirement. Like them give you a scholarship, them expect you to do well in a school and do well on the track as well. So if you never
Mm-hmm.
have a certain balance, you're gonna need to find it now,
All right. So,
right?
wait. What's the name of the college?
Academy of Art.
University. So they present the opportunity to you, right?
Yeah,
And they tell you, oh, I guess they're gonna tell you how fun their program is, and
yeah.
their program is the best program. They're gonna sell it to you.
Hmm.
So how did they prepare you mentally? What are some of the things that they tell you you know to convince you per se?
Like personally, like when you talk to a coach, like it based on character. It's like whether your energy, like you get where I say, you get
Mm-hmm.
me, and um your family are obviously play a role in the decision there.
Okay, okay.
Like
So the coach did not speak directly to you, but to your parents.
both, like speak to both. So like you might go on talk to you and ask you like your goals and where you intend to achieve and where do you see yourself like if you do.
But Tashi,
You know,
how many colleges were interested in you at that time? Let me ask that question.
maybe like 4 or 5.
Okay, why did you choose that specific college?
Honestly, coach, like
Oh, your coach, because you know your coach have the best interest at heart, right?
yeah,
Are you talking about the GC Faster coach now? Just to make it
both,
clear.
because
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
actually talk to him because my GC faster coach, I coach me from grade 8.
Oh, so he was the same coach. Okay, okay. Even when you couldn't run, him said that teach you a couple things. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Cool. Okay. So how did your coach, your parents prepare you for this next challenge?
like me honestly don't feel like my parents could have prepared me. You get me? And
But
like
what did they do? What kind of encouragement? What did your coach say to you? We want to know, because we're gonna move forward, so we want to know, where did you start to where you are now, in a
yeah,
sense.
so like you have certain conversation with your closest people, and them encourage you and things like that. And like me actually have family, like me have family that tell me say like, yo, I go rough, and yeah, I gotta have days when you used to go GC, you 4 minutes to you reach your yard.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? No, yeah, go on big city by yourself, and you gotta have tough days. You get me? But even when somebody I tell you that, you still don't know what you expect. Like, me can't say you know the situation until you actually go through it. But you say, all right, like, yeah, man, me know it a go rough, and but me a soldier. Look where me I come from.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Get
yeah.
me?
All right, all right. What year were you enrolled now? Tell me the year that you were enrolled. So we in 2024 now. What year were you enrolled?
This is my
2023. What? Yeah, me I
second
rush
year.
the
Yeah,
year. Yeah,
yeah.
we
This
in
is my second.
2023 now. Eh?
Yeah, but this is my second year. Yeah, 2022, 2023.
2022. We like during the summer, right? Cause you have to start like
Yeah,
September.
fall like August. Yeah,
Yeah, we start like August. All right. So um, boarding. It's boarding scholarship including boarding, or
yeah,
you live off
yeah.
campus.
Like, yeah, I live on campus, so like,
You live off campus.
as me I tell you, totally different situation.
All right. So,
Yeah,
all right, cool, cool. Talk us through the first day. We want to know the first day because, as I said, I know a lot of footballers. You know,
yeah,
I know a lot of footballers who their aspiration is to get a scholarship to go overseas, further their education, and also further their footballing career.
yeah,
So they want, many of them it'll be the first time they're going to be leaving home. So they
hmm,
want to know, or know for you, Taj-Leon Wisdom, to tell them so they can get a feel of it. Tell them about the first day you enter that college to. I guess you'd register from online. I don't
yeah.
sure. But talk us through it.
So like first day, me actually come to the city. Me in a shorts. Bear in mind, still August, me in a shorts. I mean, I say the place ain't supposed to so cold. August now.
Tell us about the city. Which city you're in?
San Francisco. And it's surprising because you say like West Coast, sunny side, on the New York, so no snow, all of that. You come on the West Coast, I say, yes man, sun, everything, fun in the sun. First day I come, I say, no way the place is supposed to cold like this. Maybe I want blip. One of them
Yeah,
days like but yeah, like you get your first feel feet and you kinda understand the weather and you say, all right, this is weather. But in
yeah,
terms of my school now, I wouldn't say like we have a campus. It's a city, business city. So we have buildings around the city and stuff like that.
okay.
Like New Kingston, the school have a lot of buildings around the city and stuff like that where you
Oh,
have class, stuff like that.
okay, okay. So it's like
Yeah.
a community per se.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you just walk on the street with like anybody. Like, yeah. So yeah.
okay, okay, okay,
And
okay,
that did
okay.
new to me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because you used to leaving. I mean, you used to leaving your home to school.
Yeah.
So yeah, but now, are you? Did you have an idea that that's how it would be? Because you were told you're gonna live on campus, but you
Yeah.
have an idea that's how it would be.
Yeah. Like them obviously I will tell you about the living situation, but yeah, so
Okay.
like the school have apartment buildings where the students live, right?
Hey,
And
so tell me about your first class because I talked to my brother and I must say, yo, must say, bro, like when you go in an English class, I must say, oh, you know English to teach, and or him know English teach, yo, him not. Like him I say, yo, bro, my fi up another level for even understand what was going on.
yeah.
You understand first. So how was the first class for you?
So
What was the
obviously,
first class? What was the first class firstly?
what was my first class? Honestly,
I
me
can
not even
remember.
remember anything.
Yeah, just tell me about a class. Any class I remember.
But yeah, remember the first day I go in a class and like me I talk. Nobody not even understand me and bear in mind, like me I speak standard English. Like, come on, you're supposed to understand me. Like
Yeah, yeah,
when me need for the twang, you get
yeah,
me. I say like, come on, all them people and I get what me I say. Um, your teacher start teaching. First of all, a fast pace. First of all, me come and people I say, yo, oh you walk so slow. I say Caribbean people ain't moving like too chill. I mean I say everybody else business like on the boat, on the
Mhm.
go, move. And I must say, yeah man, Caribbean people them think man, they relax, too relax. You
Yeah.
get me?
Because that
So
was one of my questions, you know. The dialect, I know they speak English, but the dialect, the language is just totally different
yeah,
for you to even come have a good communication, you know, the first time, you know.
yeah.
So I'm glad they even touch on that. Right. So they know they meet them. So in your class, were you the only Caribbean person in your class?
Yes. Like we have Asians, people from Europe, but like what them would I call it? African American. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And of course, you have different ethnic group, as I say,
Yeah.
Asian and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, and we talk about the language dialect again. Okay, so talk about your first training session. Talk to us now.
First training session now. Pull up I
Mhm.
track. Like obviously the time change. Like we normally train in the morning and then later on in the evening and training time change, I realize that we train like midday. I mean I say like midday. So things like that change and you say, all right, I could see it go. But remember, like in terms of sports, changes like affect you.
Mm-hmm.
You might not think a lot about it, but your body not used to a certain thing. So like you reach training now and you say, all right, 12 o'clock, they're training. But the place still cold. You say, no man, something wrong. And it take me like 3 months, but I say,
You
to
adjust.
actually get used to it. Like I go training, like I'm a finger them a burn me and my ears and me I say, yeah, no. And bear in mind at 12 o'clock.
Na- Midday.
Yeah. And we not depend the east coast where snow a fall. You get me?
So sun hot.
Yeah, the place just cool and breeze a blow and I say, yeah, no. I'm not used to this. Me used to Jamaica where it's sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Obviously like things like that you have to adjust to. And
So
in terms of like school.
what are the toughest challenges you face? Talk to me. Talk to the people. Let me know because as I
Like
said,
in terms of the
early.
toughest challenges, like
Mhm.
like we are humans. Everybody have bad days, and you have days where just don't want to do it. And days like that, like you rely upon your people around you. And like now me there all the way over here, so and I'm me alone. So like you can always call your people in, but it
Yeah,
different
yeah.
from when me used to like have bad days when me there at Jamaica, me just go home and me go laugh and we just back to reality. Now you're there by yourself. And that how you can choose to take it the right way or the wrong way. You get me? So days like that, I toughest mother say. Like challenges like that. Because in terms of school now, yeah, we understand like deadline and for balance time. Yeah, travel every week. You travel from Wednesday, you come back Sunday. That's our like 3 day. You train 2 day and you get back on the plane again. I go somewhere else for some race. And I never used to that. Because at Jamaica, we take bus go everywhere. We are gonna trap meet,
Mhm.
we left all Saturday. Gotta trap meet, come back home, do all of that. But now you start get traveling involved and you say,
Mhm. Travel
like,
from state to state.
yeah, and you say, like, this is tough. But you still have to do schoolwork and all of them things there, and that a part of it.
Yeah, so that's the thing now. How do you balance now? How do you balance training with your social activity plus your education? How do you
Like,
balance that?
I feel like certain people, everybody have different ways. You have people with, like, say, yo, I go do all right. No, I do all right one time. But for me, I just piece by piece, like you get little time, all right, me I do the piece there. I do the piece there. I mean go do the piece, yeah. And you say, all right. John, no. And more while it catch up on you, you might have to talk to a professor. Cause we are humans, and if you have tracks I deal with, remember you got gym, you got track, you have to get treatment, do all of that, right?
So
And
give me an idea. Give me an idea of a normal day, of an
normal.
average day. Mm-hmm.
All right, so
From
like
you wake up in the morning, talk to me.
so you wake up 5 o'clock. We have to reach a gym like 5:30. You get me? Get gym for like an hour, and you might go get some treatment, or you might have class, right? And if the bus will leave 12 o'clock, you better did it 12. No, the bus not leave 12 o'clock. The bus leave 12:15. And bear in mind, me tell you, say I city within. So the bus will go there one spot, and you might have class way over there, so one next spot in the city. But make sure say when this bus you I leave 12:15,
You did it.
you did it. Cause a problem that. You get me? And by the time you go training now and you come back, you get you need treatment, you need for recover. By the time you recover, your day done. What you recover 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock now, and a time for go home. Obviously you're tired.
So
And
after you leave, so on a normal day, after you leave training, do you have class? Do you have class after, or training just the
depends
last
on
of the day?
when you have class because some days may have class like from 5 to 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
In
you
the
might
morning.
have to leave training, get treatment, probably get some food and straight back to the class again.
Let me just clarify. When you say have training from 5 to 8, you're talking about in the morning. Yeah. Oh, you say
No,
have class from five to
yeah,
eight in
yeah,
the evening.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Oh, see, yeah. Okay. Okay.
and then
Okay.
no time that left. I eat that. I bet you want to go now.
So you
Repeat,
don't have time for social activities.
repeat. You get the weekends. I would say, like when you're in a season like now when I fall. You get me? Like
Mm-hmm.
come January, all of that done. Like I just school and tracks now. You get me? Like for go on your little social excursion, them and the time for that now. You get me? You do that in I fall.
Okay. I know we didn't ask you this, but let us know what are you studying at this moment.
Communications and media technology.
Okay, I think that is fit for you. I tell you that already, but anyway, yeah, man, the writing it, it fit you. Um, yeah, that Taj, you talk to us about your journey. I will understand your journey, and many of us are there with you, right? Because we understand it. Many of us live it. I mean, I mean, 3/4 of Jamaica never bounded gold spoon at them mouth. But yet still themselves bloom wherever you're planted. You're one of those who do just that. You're inspiration to others who grew up in the inner city, who, protected by your family and even your mindset because your family can tell you, say, hey, Raj, you can't come out of your yard. You get me? But boys are boys.
True,
Boys are boys.
true.
You understand me? I say boys are boys. But you still kept yourself grounded,
Yeah.
or you do what you have to do, and you leave school with that many subjects. Even though as you say, you're not one of those who like to stay in class and all of that. But however, you had the brains. And that's it, That's it that person may think that because they come from the inner city, you don't have the brains. A person may look down at you. But you are inspiration to others, those even in your community can know that you're here. Even though we live here, doesn't mean we have to be a part of what is going on here. You understand? We can elevate ourselves, thus elevate the community. What advice would you give? Would you give firstly to those who, like yourself, grew up in the ghetto? What advice would you give to any young men or girl growing up in the ghetto? What advice would you give to them right now?
I know it's a cliche, but believe,
Yeah,
believe. Like,
yeah,
and if you believe, you can't just believe blindly and not feel like you have to work. You can't just say, yo, me go reach this, say, no, me go do this. Faith without works is dead. You
definitely.
can't just, I say, yo, me I go reach you, so you have to work too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Jamie, I don't in the chat. Come on. Come on. Let us talk to Tajay for a sec. So, all right. So, what would you give to a student athlete now who wants to make the transition from Jamaica to the US who are seeking scholarship? What kind of advice would you give to them right now?
Like, what would I say? Like, trust yourself, trust your instincts, and prepare for the tough days, the long nights you up do assignments. Like, just be ready for it. Like, you can't actually ready until you go through it. You get me? But
Mm-hmm,
like, get it in your head. Say like, you gonna have days like those, and
mm-hmm,
and I feel like things like them, like when you push through, to help you become, a lot stronger. Yeah, the more you do it, like when I say it become easier, things never become easier. It just become tougher. You get me? So just become tougher, cause things never get easier. Life never get easier. So just become tougher.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, in terms of track and field, how is it going for you? All right. What are the difference with the training in Jamaica to the training that you are now receiving overseas? Talk to us.
Like you understand, say like a lot of coaches similar, but them go about things different. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So like you see some little, some small changes, but it make a whole difference. I would say so. Like
So
be like
the training facilities, would you say it's gonna cause you to improve?
like depending on where you are, cause we know say Jamaica like in terms of track and field, like
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica actually believe in a sports like track and field. So
Mm-hmm.
like not a lot of things like where like would I say US is a first world country? Would I have we can say like Jamaica don't have. You get me?
Oh, okay. So in the commercial track and field, they're saying that the facilities are pretty even,
Yeah.
and the coaching style are
But you
pretty
still
even.
have some little changes like you know?
Okay. All right. So here we have Jamil here. Taj. So Jamil is a physiotherapist. That what
Mhm.
you are, Jamil? Talk to us.
Yeah, man. So I'm a physiotherapist right now, but
Okay,
the main
okay.
the main reason I called into the show is to get some insight from Taj about how he balances schoolwork and sports because I have a brother right beside me right now that right now he's in fifth form. He's playing football, he's playing basketball, and next year I'm having C-Sec to do or CXC to do. So right now I want to know how did you balance schoolwork and track and field so that you can matriculate overseas.
Like as I say like everybody have them own way to like learning and getting stuff done. But for me, like every time I can do a little bit because me not feel like I can do all of it at once. Me not feel like my attention span. Me not in love with school so much for like have the
Yeah,
strong attention span that way I go say yeah. Me
yeah,
go sit down in the book here for 4 hours. I can't do it. Me will break it up in some 30 minutes. Even 25 sometimes and sometimes me I say yo, I just 5 minutes me have
yeah,
and try get as much as me can. And we can't tell nobody if you sit down in a book 4 hours because everybody different and if your attention span if I know something more excited,
yeah,
you just have to do it little by little until you reach.
yeah, man. All right, so I just joined. I don't know if you guys sound like Webley was talking about the facilities overseas. He would be interested in getting a scholarship. What is one thing that when you went abroad, you noticed that it's different to what you know, especially as a student athlete? Like, what should he expect if he gets a scholarship and what to look out for?
All right. as I said, like in terms of scholarship, like them expect a certain balance. So obviously, school have to be on point, and you still have to perform up to a certain standard, or you lose it. And I just so college life stay in terms of student athlete in our states. You snooze, you lose. So you need to keep it like on point. You get me? Like anything you need to do to maintain a certain level of school and understand say when you go like training and things like that, yeah, you have to do your best and make sure say you at least get treatment and recover.
Right.
We don't say we go party and all of that, but you know, balance. And it easier said than done.
Alright. So, last question from how you deal with distractions? Because I know as a Jamaican in another country, there's a lot of distractions out there, and them love your accent or whatever they lack. I don't know how you deal with distractions.
Like man, I feel like me easily distracted. I feel like me already go through the certain phase there Jamaica, you know?
Yeah,
Like as me say, like you have a family, you have a certain family, like you get distracted. Yo, what you do? Come back the outside there. You get me? And even you as a person, like you have to actually like come on. We know when we are do something wrong.
yeah,
So
you
you have
can
to
tell.
actually want better for yourself. You understand? So like, all right, me get distracted, all right. That means say yo, me need to do twice as much to get back when me lose. You get me?
Yeah. Alright.
Eh,
Thanks for the advice. I'm sure my brother will utilize them. You know? Yeah, man. Over to you, Webley.
all right. Yeah, Setaje, as him look a brother, I want to look a ball, you know, and of course, I go Manchester Eye.
Yeah,
You know, one thing in the Manchester Eye program, I mean, even other school, but it's more guarantee when you're in the Manchester Eye program
yeah,
that more than likely you're going to get a scholarship if you
yeah,
continue on that trajectory. You understand me? I say so. It's good that you are able to be here to give him an insight of one what it takes and two how to handle it.
yeah,
You understand? Um, you're a young man that has a lot of charisma. So of course, I mean, you can go to back in school. You could go to a teacher and say, "Yo, teach, come on and give me a bus now." But not everybody have that charisma. Not
yeah,
everybody have that style. You can go to the teacher and say, "Hey, teacher, no, me can do it," because the thing about it, you can do it. So you're not just asking for a bus, you know, not knowing that you're gonna fail the subject. You ask your boss, so
yeah,
you make use of it.
yeah,
You get me? But so it's glad you're here to help these young men and women who desire to matriculate into colleges and all of that, to have an understanding of what it takes. And when they're actually there, they say, hey, what, you have to balance this. You have to balance this because what, you get a scholarship for athletics, for running. You have to go and do the people in training. And me
hmm,
tell my brother, tell my brother, say, yo, make sure you got training. Make sure you got training. Let's make sure you got training. Even if you're not running the fastest times, you understand? Make sure you go in training.
yeah,
You know.
definitely.
But Taj, in at GC faster, you're running 48. Let me just get into the running a bit. You're running 48. You're running 48.73. What type of time you're running now? So that was in a 400, if memory serves me correct, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. I
First
mean,
year,
mhm,
so the first year was pretty much the same, cause like everybody that's tell me like, yo, your first year will be hardest, and
mhm.
I kind of understand it a lot more now. Like, like you're gone into a whole new program, say training, different, like not much different, but different from what you used to. So it might take you a while, but trust the process. That's all I can say. Trust the process. So things are pretty much the same, but for the first year. So, but as I say, trust the process.
And you're running 800, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was or when was the last race?
May, April,
What time? What time
May,
do you
154.
154? Is it? I mean, I don't run track and field. I don't know. Is that a good time? Were you pleased with that time?
No, definitely not. Cause come on, we're athlete. We always a strive to be best.
Well, okay. So, what time? What time? What time would you run to say, you know what, I'm all right to that time?
Like me leave Jamaica around 152.
Oh, okay, okay.
So yeah, like this year was just like a transition year. Like you go through a whole different course of training, like time in terms of schedule, in terms of class, and the traveling. Like me did underestimate. Come here, say yo, me I travel a week, not that more. The world me go tour. Then you start traveling. You say, oh, me tired, man. Can't bother with this.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay. So, all right. So let's get back to the academics. Are you keeping up with the GPA and all of that?
yeah, in terms of school, like there is no problem, like because one thing them always beats in my head from like me young student athlete. You get me? Student first.
Sweet and
And
fair.
never you forget that.
And the thing about it, it's good that my son is actually listening, because he might play football as well. And of course, he aspire to go college after football, getting scholarship and all of that. And if my also beat in the head, you're a student first. You know, you are a student first. So make sure you
Yeah,
say your bookwork, your academic in order before you think about football. You
yeah,
understand? Because football not gonna save you. Football itself cannot save you. You understand? Because you always can get injury, and we have to fall back on your education. You understand? So yeah, appreciate it. But is there anything else you want to say to anybody watching? Um, Talk to us.
like things I'm live by, like you know, it's never too late for your shower rain. Mother always tell me that. So even if it not happen now, like just believe, as me say, and trust the process. Never too late.
Never too late. Never too late. All right, all right, all right. Blessings, Taj, the man himself, Taj-Leon Wisdom, the man of the brains. Yeah, and but always expect greatness for you, bro. Always expect greatness. As I said, like you always like for me, you always ahead of your peers. You always ahead of your peers, and I always admire that, even when you were younger. You understand? You always want to learn. You
Yeah, the
understand?
thing is like you grew up with pretty much everybody as family. Me they have to do all of that myself. You know, you grow up faster. You get to engage in a certain conversation. Like yeah, you're way ahead. You get the advantage. Eh?
You seeing the question on the screen?
Where do I see myself after college? Like honestly, I just I try get a degree a day at a time. Like when we get the degree, me figure it out and I say, all right. Like me feel like the further you go, like I'm gonna try think too far ahead because like when you think too far ahead, then you say, yo, how me not reach us yet? How me not reach us yet? So me try to take things a day at a time. But I ain't idea we always have goals, right? So for me, I have to just get the degree and like I feel like that I go open up a avenue or options where I can say, all right, this might be right one, this is the right one. You get me? Or the closer you get to the final goal, you start to look further. I just saw me deal with it a day at a time. Like I'm gonna try to think too far ahead.
Yeah, which is right, which is right. But Tajay, just to piggyback off of that question, Tajay, when you were in school and they asked you what you wanted to become, and not only that, while you were doing the subjects, were you just doing the subject because they were there to do, or you're
Yes,
doing the subject
definitely.
because okay,
Definitely. Like the subject that we may have even got together, it's just all over. You get me?
yeah,
It's not like designed for like say, yo, me I go do that feel here. Like it's just all over.
okay,
A bit of everything. I would say.
Okay, and this is not this. All right, listen to this question now. Me see you running for Jamaica. Do you see yourself running for Jamaica?
Always a goal. Why not? Always a goal.
That is the goal. The people you hear. Taj Taj-Leon Wisdom. The next 800 Jamaican runner. Is that safe to say, Taj-Leon?
Speak it into being.
Alright, alright. Alright. You know we're always confident in Taj. You know we're confident
Definitely.
in whatever we're doing. Always confident.
Definitely.
Understand? We never shy away. We never shy away from any challenge whatsoever. You
True.
know, we never shy away from any challenge because we believe in our ability, and you definitely believe in your ability. Going through school, going through college, going through transition from GC faster to where you are now. I know a couple of footballers who are now overseas on scholarship as well. So and I hope they're settling well. I really hope they're settling well because they're in a new environment. Dealing with the weather, dealing with the language. Doing with the rules and laws. Because I mean every state have a different law and things that you can do in Jamaica you can't do. I see a lot. I see a lot of when they talk to me.
Like, not even want to go into details. Like, you just
Yeah.
you come from Jamaica. You already know it's color your skin. Like, try your best as possible for just stay out of people way. You get me?
Stay in your lane.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. So,
even if you wasn't the type of person before, try your best as possible. Like, I think me or something like, um, where did they get it from? Like, may I remember it? May I try to remember the exact quote? I think I have it on my phone. Like, you have to be twice as good to get half as much. Like, color
okay.
with skin. Think about
Yeah.
that. Where we come from. Twice as good to get half as much. Other people are got more privileged than you. Come on.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
where you come from. So, don't you dare come over here and think like, yeah, time for
Reach.
relax now.
Yeah. Reach.
Don't you dare.
Yeah. 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 So yeah. So that's one of the things that I wanted to know. In terms of I, I I know it's racism. It is racism. You know, it is racism. But how does it affect you? How does it affect you? Or or give us an example of if any, if any.
Like, 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 we feel like there are different levels and stages. Like, somebody has said something to me. Like, when I think you might get offended, like, all right, whatever. But like, you see different levels where people like spit at you and things like that. Like, just because they color
Oh,
your skin, like, you get me? Like, you go some places for eat and people are moving. You get me? So
so listen. Me go ask you. Just so you answer the people them so they know you. But I know. How does that affect you?
affect me personally.
Yes.
Like, them thing they can't bother me. Like, I laugh about that, but I an idea like if somebody do something like that, like spit at you, like that is a limit. Like, that's just a violation. You get me? Like, but in terms of like words now, like you can't say nothing. Like, what you gonna tell me? My parents ain't tell me worse. Be sure of that. My parents ain't tell me worse at some point. You get me? Like, you can't beat me if you color my skin. Like, yeah, like. You can't tell
Okay.
me something black. What me gonna say? I lie ya tell. You get me? But I know
Yeah.
like everybody different and everybody deal with things and process things different. So
Mm-hmm.
somebody else might be offended, So everybody have their own way of deal with things. Like
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
not must laugh it off. Everybody not grow up the same way cause I grew up in a family, you get jeer till you
Ah,
ball. You get
I've
me?
been there. I've been there.
So there's no way you can tell me
Exactly.
something to make me like, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
But and
Yeah.
everybody grew up the way they forget like
True.
we
True.
coming
True.
at
True.
them and so we grew up
True.
with a
True.
certain type. We skin thick. We go through that from we young. You get
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. Yeah. So the advice that you would give to those who desire for transition to come over, you just am aware that it is there, but how to deal with it. So are you
Yeah,
talk to them. Talk to
yeah.
them.
It definitely did here and yeah, you go see it a lot. You go see it a lot. It might not happen to you, but it might happen to somebody you're close to, or you might just see it out in a public. And I guess what can we do? Like,
Okay. I mean, we don't want to paint a bad light that everything is wrong when I make the transition. So, how about your social circle? How is it? How has it been? How did they receive you?
I think we have a team with a like strong Caribbean base, so that was kind of easier, Like we
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of people from Saint Vincent, Barbados, so and even people from Canada because like Jamaican diaspora or Caribbean per se, speaking of
Yeah, yeah,
Canada. So yeah, like um, yeah, associate yourself with them type of people. You see me? Like I feel like if you are one certain type of person, like it a lot easier for you attract or talk to people like that.
Okay, okay. So, what about classmates or anything? It's good. It's good in terms of.
Yeah, definitely. Like I don't think there's a strong African American like thing here. I think it's a lot more Asian, to be honest.
Okay, okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, Tajay, we don't want to take up the whole of your weekend because I know you have class during the week and studying and all of that. I don't know what you have planned for your weekend, so I'm not going to take up your whole of your Sunday. So I must say thanks on behalf of everybody, and if everyone is going to be inspired by your story, and get more mentally strong just by hearing a story to prepare themselves mentally. And as I said, nobody can prepare you for what you're going to face because everybody is different, everybody is built different.
yeah,
But of course, just hearing your story gonna prepare them mentally. You know, you know, what if nobody haven't gone before? Then wouldn't know what to look for. But
yeah,
the fact that you're there, that I mean, someone had made that step, so we can too.
yeah,
So they don't shy away from it because listen, they can say they want to go in, bro, and as close as get to it, they start to feel, a bit uncomfortable or losing confidence that they actually can go and make it. But one last question: they talk about the collegiate athletic system, that they burn out athletes. Is that true? Because the amount of races that they have to run.
like I was gonna say, like I think it have a lot to do with your coach and your school and stuff like that. So I would say like that is the important decision. Like you actually know who you talk to and what kind of person they be in terms of like a coach. Because as you say, like we see it before, so you have to
Mm-hmm,
know the
mm-hmm.
type of program you get yourself into.
Okay, okay. Taj, all the best. When does the season start again?
Mm. Second week of December, first meet.
Okay, so you're just doing, you're actually training right now still, right? Still
Mm-hmm.
in training. Okay, doing strength work. Mostly strength work, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. We kind of know like about track and field now. Come on. We know look a bit. Hey Taje, thanks again, I can't tell you more time I tell you thanks. Thanks again, man, for coming on and sharing your story that others can be inspired. The name of the channel is Searching Out the Matter, you know, and of course that what we do on this channel. We search out the matter of all things that matters to life, right? So, Ajay, thanks. You're getting a lot of love from those who pass through in the comment section and those who will watch it back on the replay because a lot of persons at church and can play ball and watch a keep and all of that. But no worry, yourself. Um, a lot of love, a lot of respect, Tajay. Thanks for coming on. Really, really, really appreciate it. And of course, looking forward to see you in terms of Jamaica trials. Looking forward to see you, bro. Because we know a greatness when it come on to you. Greatness.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, one has a respect here, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right. Hey, so people, there you have it. The transition of a student athlete from Jamaica to the US. If you have any more questions that I didn't ask, for those who are watching it back on the replay, if you have any question that I did not ask, leave it in the comment section. Um, I will ask Tajay for you, and I'll let you know. I know a few more athletes and footballers, and call it athletes, right? And footballers are overseas on scholarship. I'll try to get them on probably like two at a time. Just to speak their brains to hear what is happening with them overseas. But everybody who passed through, those who are the silent viewers who did not, say anything in the chat, thanks for coming on. Those who are watching back on the replay, thanks for coming on. Those who came in and comment in the comment section, thanks for coming on. Leave a like on the video because this will help the algorithm to push it out, right? So just leave a like on the video for me, please, and thank you. That is much appreciated. Whether you're watching it now or whether you watch it on the replay, because many persons watch the video, but they're not liking the video. I don't know why. So the like button is like this, yeah, like this. Just don't smash it, just touch it. Don't mash up your phone or your device. But thanks for watching in. Again, search out the matter. Don't just take what they tell you. It's not just a mystery because everything has a history. Seek and you shall find. Knock on the door shall be open. Open your mind because you are chosen. And this is where we say, till next time, brethren.